before we get into the main topics of what I wanted to discuss in this video, I just want to say, like, thanks for the support on the first ever video. It got way more views than I was expecting. I was thinking like 25 max, and it got 216. Like, what? Where did you guys come from? Seriously, thanks so much. But yeah, anyway, hi. This video is just gonna be an utter yap fest of some things I want to talk about regarding this channel, like plans for the future, why I made the channel, and you know, stuff like that. I'm sorry if it seems very scatterbrained, but I don't have a script. I can't read scripts for the life of me, because if I read a script, you're going to know, and it's just so even more flat than my voice already is. So we're just not gonna, no, we're not gonna do that. So I have notes instead, just little notes of what I want to discuss. But then because, and this is topic B, I was gonna say point B, that's not right either. Just B, because it's not like a detailed script or anything, I'm probably gonna deviate from these points wildly. So there's that. And then there's also C. This is my second time recording this video, because I was recording it in Audacity first, because I was like, oh yeah, that's like my, it's an audio program I use for various things. Halfway through recording, I was like, oh, wait a minute, my mic's gonna sound even more like shit, because I don't have the proper filter set up on it like I do with OBS. So yeah, sorry if this is all over the place, but like, at the same time, I don't really care anyway. I just want to like get this out there for those who are like curious. But I understand, you know, literally only having one video, it's not like I have a persistent viewer base yet or anything. But still, just for those who are here right now, just a bit of an idea of what to expect. So anyway, I started this channel with a Fortnite video, and I don't plan on being a Fortnite only creator, but there will be more videos on the game. You know, we want to establish very early on that this is like a variety channel. So yeah, it won't be Fortnite only. In terms of who will be there, obviously I'm gonna be there. Sorry if you don't like that. But my two buds, Oscar and Max, they'll probably appear in videos the most. I may also play with some online friends here and there as well. Some of this stuff is also stuff that I'm reiterating from my about section. I want this video to kind of expand on that, because, you know, I know it's a pretty niche section of a channel that not a lot of people will probably see. The thing is, if it has not been obvious enough by how terrible this recording has been, there probably won't be much solo stuff. I may occasionally like play a game on my own if it's a game I've been really looking forward to, like Pokemon Legends ZA for instance. I'm really looking forward to that. The videos will probably just purely be me reacting to stuff. Hell, we may occasionally also react to stuff, like there's an upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 Direct in April. I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch it, so I'm gonna record it, because why not? If the boys are on, then great, but if they're not, you know, that's fine as well, because, you know, they're busy with their own stuff. Yeah, that's kind of like a general outline of what to expect. It may change, it might not, I don't know. Also, in terms of the length of these videos, the first video being 41 minutes, did not plan for it to be that long, but generally I do want to aim for more long form content, because that is typically what I like watching. So that's what I'll end up making too. Speaking of making and the channel, why am I here? Why did I make this? Basically, I'm just bored, to be honest with you. I've been on YouTube for a very long time. Like, I've literally been on it since I was like 9, I would say. Then eventually, after kind of taking a break for, it wasn't even that long, I'd say it was like half a year or so, I started what is currently my main channel, called Astronomic. It started out as a channel that was both art-based and game-based. I love drawing stuff. That is like my favorite hobby that I indulge in. I have socials as well where I post my art, so if you want to visit those, feel free. Not gonna force anyone, you know. I was uploading gaming stuff there too, very similar to like what I'm doing now, for instance. And then art videos, which are basically just time lapses of the drawings. But the art stuff was being done more often than the gaming stuff. And then because of that, the viewer base that was built up around that channel is predominantly there for the art. So I just decided to stop doing the gaming there. Also because of between school and then my own friends having their own reasons, we just couldn't like commit to doing the gaming stuff like super often. This main channel that I'm talking about, it's been going for a very long time. And again, I'm happy with it. It's my main channel. I love doing what I do there, as slow as I am to do it. But yeah, it was my passion project throughout all of secondary school pretty much, and a bit of college. But then around the end of 2022, I ended up dropping out of college because I was not enjoying my course at all. And so yeah, I basically just went straight into like the working field, I guess. I had a job for pretty much all of 2023, and then I reached the end of my contract because I was only filling in for a guy, and then I've been pretty much unemployed since. And so as I said earlier, I'm just very fucking bored. Like, job hunting has been hell, and my overabundance of free time has just kind of sapped motivation out of me and like brought out the procrastination more. But I've still been gaming with my buddies. I still had a desire to do like gaming content, and so did they. And so that leads us to the start of this year where I launched this new channel. Just something else to do with my time until I figure stuff out, pretty much. So yeah, that's basically that. As I was saying before, like, Fortnite won't be the only content on this channel, but I do want to touch on why I started with Fortnite, and that is because, to be frank, I kind of owe this game an apology. I was one of the people who for the longest of times did not care for this game at all. I played for the first time at one of my cousins. It was like, was it 2018 or was it 2017? It could have been 20. It could have been when the Battle Royale had literally just taken off. I don't remember, but it was definitely like the chapter 1 map, we'll say. But I dropped down, I looted for like 5 seconds, and then just got pummeled immediately by someone in front of me, who I didn't realise was there until after I was already dead. Because frankly, my reaction time is not that good. And so I was like, yeah, okay, never touch this shit again. And I was going strong with that sentiment, but one of my online buddies, Glitch, who has his own channel, by the way, you should check it out, Game and Lore. Basically, there's 2 types of videos, where one goes over lore in video games, and the other type reviews the video games. So it's a very good channel, you should check it out. He is an avid Fortnite fan. He would bring it up here and there in like an online group that we're in, basically. And I kind of told him how like I played the game once and didn't touch it ever again. But then because, you know, when you have friends that are like actively into something, you start like getting curious about it yourself. But then, because I'm a big fan of Terraria, I recommended it to him a lot, and eventually he did end up buying it. So I was like, well shit, I gotta return the favour sometime. And so I said, fuck it, here lad, I'll try Fortnite sometime, how about that? But then one little thing happened. Lethal Company got added to the game. And Lethal Company is a game that I absolutely adore. I rarely ever get to play it because it's hard to actually get enough people to play it with, for me personally. But whenever we did play it, we had an absolute fucking blast. There's a dog! Take off! 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 And so I basically said, okay, this is my condition. I'm hopping on. I'm seeing what the fuss is about. And so I started playing Fortnite in June of 2024. So yeah, I started getting into the game. Oscar then, who had also played like way back in the day, said he'd hop on with me, and yeah, now it's like one of our most played games. So I really do owe the game an apology. Don't get me wrong, as a salty little bitch, it's pissed me off many a time. I have a fucking legendary shotgun, I can't wait to die with this in my hands.
I have nothing right now, can you please come and save me?
But I do genuinely actually enjoy the game. But it's just so funny though, because younger me would literally toaster bath himself if he heard that I'd actually got into Fortnite. So yeah, that's essentially why I decided that the first video of the channel should be Fortnite. I talked about like plans for the future and stuff, but like what's currently in the works at the moment. Here's where things get a little complicated, because, you know, we've been recording new stuff here and there, and that's all well and good, but I have tons, I mean tons, of old footage. But my mic sounds even more like ass than it does right now. Because, again, I've thought about returning to gaming content for a long time. So I've been recording tons of footage and then never ended up doing anything with it until now. But, like, my mic quality is just so bad. It's so bad. Literally, throughout the whole thing, you just hear... Like, you can literally hear every keyboard click, every mouse click. You could hear birds chirping outside and people walking around my house. Like, my audio was not set up correctly. And I also didn't even know at the time how to, like, split tracks in OBS. So I can't even cut that shit out. So if there's a long clip that needs to be played out for context, you're gonna hear a lot of keyboard and mouse. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. However, I'm no like comedy genius or anything, but I think that the stuff that we recorded is somewhat funny. So what I thought about doing was making compilation videos essentially of those old sessions for, now okay, I'm talking about Fortnite specifically here, for each season, we'll say, since I started playing. So one for Chapter 5 Season 3, one for Chapter 5 Season 4, maybe a mini one for like the Fortnitemares, then one for Chapter 2 Remix, and then some of the older Chapter 6 Season 1 sessions before the Godzilla event. And these videos won't have as much, like for the Godzilla video, all that was cut was essentially just like the dead space, whereas with these compilation videos of the old sessions, it's literally, there's gonna be way more cut out to fit that much, like, hours of footage. Like, I'm kind of worried, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is the stuff that I've planned, but I've yet to actually begin the editing on it. I'm worried that these videos may actually end up being like an hour or more longer. What? An hour long or more, after I just said that I don't really plan on going above 40 minutes ever again. But these videos will be like special occasions. This wouldn't be like the average video anyway. Another thing I can do with some old footage is when I got Oscar to play Terraria for the first time and basically did a playthrough with him and brought him through the game and stuff like that. Could make a video or a couple about our experience doing that. Going back to Lethal Company, actually I could upload some clips from that game. There's also some stuff in the works that Max and I did as well, actually. In terms of like old stuff, we have a session of when we tried out Marvel Rivals. Pretty fun game, not gonna lie. Not really the type of game that I would play on my own, so I literally have not touched it since we played. But it was still fun, and we may decide to play it again at some point. Max is also currently playing through both the Pikmin series and the Kirby series. Now, a lot of the times, now when he'd be playing these, he'd either be on his own or I'd be there like actually with him over at his house. We'd just be bing chilling. But there were one or two sessions that we did like over Discord, we'll say. And there's a couple of Mario Kart recordings we did as well. Like there's a lot of stuff I have recorded that I could potentially make videos out of. But again, it's just my mic quality, like it just has to be a disclaimer that it's not going to be good. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, other than old stuff, we will be working on like new stuff as well. Me and Oscar are avid fans of a game called Space Engineers. They recently launched the alpha for the sequel. We recorded a little thing reacting to like the first release of Space Engineers 2. But it was very late at night, and it was after a Fortnite session that was honestly shit. So we were kind of out of it. I don't know if it's actually going to become a video. You might be seeing footage of it in the background right now, to be honest with you. It might be that bad that it just got relegated to that. I don't know. I still have to actually go through the footage. I've just been like busy as shit with like art stuff, so I haven't actually got a chance to like go through a lot of footage that we've recorded since. But when future updates release, we plan on checking them out, especially whenever multiplayer is released. That's when we're really locking in. I guess that's kind of it, really. I mean, the TLDR is just expect anything to happen, but ultimately what is especially important is that, you know, this isn't my main channel. This is just something I want to do in the spare time of my spare time. My main channel is the one that I'm focusing on first and foremost. So the time that would have been spent purely just gaming will now be split between gaming and then editing some footage here and there. So again, I cannot promise super frequent uploads on this channel. This is purely just, I want to do some stuff here whenever I have the time. And if people enjoy that stuff, great. If they don't, that's fine too. So yeah, I just wanted to fill you guys in on that stuff. Like, it's been, as of recording this, it's been 12 days since I uploaded that video, and I said at the end of that video that I was planning on doing this video within the coming days, and yeah, clearly it didn't happen as soon as I intended, because again, I'm not good at this stuff. Like, this recording is 40 minutes long because half of it has been like empty space where I'm thinking about like, how the hell am I gonna phrase this point and this and that, and just, yeah, to be brutally honest, recording this has been a pain in the hole, and I now understand why I put it off for several days. But I hope this was like somewhat coherent, and I hope this gives you an idea of what to expect here in the future. So yeah, that's that, I guess. I'm gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go. Yeah.